What's up, Joe fans? In today's episode, we've got your official Hasbro PulseCon 2024 preview show for G.I. Joe Classified. We've got brand new updates on upcoming figures including Heavy Duty, Road Pig, and more. Stay tuned until the end because the Hasbro team reached out to us with some brand new insight that you won't hear anywhere else. You'll want to stick around to hear what they told us. Tune in and get the full story with the weekly review. But first, we're going to start off with our PulseCon preview. This year's PulseCon will take place on September 13th. As usual, this will be an online fan stream event. For G.I. Joe Classified, we expect the following releases this year. Get ready for some high-flying action with Starduster. This figure will include a jetpack and a mini cereal box. Yep, just a thin piece of paperboard that it appears you'll have to fold yourself, but collectors will love the nostalgia. As a PulseCon exclusive, it's sure to be a must-have for any G.I. Joe fan looking to add a little star power to their collection. In the 80s, Starduster was a mail-away exclusive, so if you missed out back then, you'll want to be ready when this goes up for pre-order. Ultimately, it's mostly a repaint of Retro Duke, and that falls in line with the original figure from the 80s as well. Then next, Nemesis Immortal, also known as Nemesis Enforcer. Due to trademark issues, the name had to change. This deluxe figure will feature 2 head sculpts, articulated wings, and accessories ripped straight from G.I. Joe the movie. It's going to be a showstopper that will bring some serious size and villainous vibes to the Classified series. Hasbro hinted that Nemesis Immortal would be large, and it appears that he might be the biggest figure in the line so far. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Then next, the firepower is about to get cranked up with the arrival of Saw Viper. Known for packing serious heat, this figure will be a fan favorite for those who love the heavy hitters. The Saw Vipers are one of Cobra's most lethal soldiers. They serve as heavy gunners for Cobra. The Saw Viper's distinctive uniform includes a heavily armored suit and helmet designed to protect him in the heat of battle, allowing him to operate effectively under heavy fire. The classified Saw Viper has a belt-fed heavy machine gun with chainsaw controls and a chainsaw bayonet. It has a sound suppressor installed on it, as well as a tactical 37 grenade launcher underneath. The ammo strip feeds into the side of the gun, and I think that adding a mini chainsaw to this makes Saw Viper even deadlier. His armor is meticulously sculpted, and this is hands down my most anticipated figure. Saw Viper's backpack has a handle on top, and he has a sidearm as well, which is holstered onto his belt. It's kind of hiding, but it is there. In terms of insight from the Hasbro team, Lenny called Saw Viper pretty intense looking, and he said that they armored him up quite a bit so that he was more beefed up and tacked out. Tony said Saw Viper's helmet is removable, and he said there are a lot of pieces that come apart with Saw Viper's weapons that are fun to play around with. He was referring to the chainsaw. This can be removed from the machine gun and used separately. There's only one thing that I would want changed here. His chainsaw machine gun would look even better with a strap that goes over top of his shoulder so that the gun can rest at his side. This is a weapon that Saw Viper will fire from his hip, so a shoulder harness would definitely perfect the overall vibe of Saw Viper. Let me know if you agree. According to the sculptor of Saw Viper, 90% of Saw Viper's parts are brand new. This is intended to be a troop builder, and his balaclava head sculpt has a headset device sculpted into the side right beside the mouth. Let us know if you're even more interested in Saw Viper now. If you are, hit the like button. Next, communication is key, and dial tone will ensure that the Joes stay connected on the battlefront. Expect this figure to come with all the tech gear you'd expect from G.I. Joe's go-to communications expert. And based on the digital render that Hasbro shared, fans of this classic character will be pleased with the overall look and his signature communication backpack. Dial tone is a popular throwback that fans won't want to miss, bringing classic vibes to the modern line. Then next, it's time for Xandar to step out of his sister Zorana's shadow and make his mark. Known for his stealth and camouflage, this figure will be a striking addition with his distinctive look and weapons. And it appears that Xandar has been modernized a bit, but overall, he retains most of the look that he had back in 1986. For fans of the Dreadnoks, Xandar is a must-own. Next up, Leatherneck. The Marine powerhouse is coming in hot. Leatherneck will be packing some serious muscle and military might, with a design that pays homage to his original look while adding modern flair. Tony from the G.I. Joe team has even given Leatherneck some 5 o'clock shadow which extends down his neck as well. While he's not a major character, his pure grit and determination definitely shine through here, and that's gonna make him stand out. This might even be one of the year's best hidden gems for Classified. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next, let's take a look at what's on the way in early 2025 for the G.I. Joe Classified pipeline. First, the figures that we know about. We've got Heavy Duty, and this is the deluxe figure. Then Law & Order, this is a figure and pet set. Then we have a brand new wave of Blowtorch, Footloose, Frag Viper, and as we previously told you, we believe that Darklon may be part of this wave as well. In addition, the Cobra Claw, and then 3 new retro figures, Dr. Mindbender, Cobra Viper, and Rock and Roll. So already, there's a lot to look forward to in the coming months. Before we move on, drop your thoughts and comments below. We definitely want to hear from you. Next, we have an important update on Heavy Duty. Back in January, we broke the news that Heavy Duty was in Hasbro's pipeline for G.I. Joe Classified, and that we had confirmed it through multiple sources. We did more digging, and our research also revealed that Hasbro applied for Heavy Duty's trademark on June 9th, 2023. This was also confirmed by the United States Trademark Office. Then this year, Hasbro announced Heavy Duty in July. In August, images of Heavy Duty's head sculpts have appeared overseas, and we now expect Heavy Duty to be released in early 2025. So our information lines up perfectly with Hasbro's 18-month development timeline for figures. Folks, we do the research and work so that you don't have to. We can also confirm that Heavy Duty will be a deluxe figure. There will be 2 head sculpts, one with a backwards baseball cap and the other without. He has a chin strap beard, which means we're getting the OG Heavy Duty the first time around. And as expected, he will have some large, high-powered weaponry. Stay tuned to Viper Island for more details and breaking news. When we know more, we will let you know. In the meantime, smash that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. Next, we have an update on Road Pig. In our last episode of the weekly review, we asked out loud where Road Pig's diorama images are. Diorama images are usually shared by Hasbro at the time of a figure being made available for purchase. As we all know, pre-orders for Road Pig opened in late July during San Diego Comic-Con. So far, all that's been shared by Hasbro is some product shots of Road Pig with blank or multicolored backgrounds. Strangely, there were no diorama images for Road Pig. After our last episode aired, a member of the Hasbro team reached out and wanted to provide us with an update for Viper Island viewers. Here's what they told us about Road Pig's missing diorama images. Road Pig's images might come out in the future, sometimes schedules just don't line up. So Hasbro has confirmed to Viper Island that yes, diorama images for Road Pig do exist. Now let's talk about why this matters. Diorama images, particularly those crafted by Hasbro's talented photographer Matt Cohen, are the heartbeat of the G.I. Joe Classified series, serving as cinematic teasers that ignite collectors' imaginations. They are the movie trailers for each figure. For example, when we catch Buzzer midair with his chainsaw roaring, Crocmaster slogging through a murky swamp, Big Boa trading blows with Quick Kick inside a steel cage, or even Wild Weasel and the Cobra Rattler trying to escape the pursuit of Wild Bill in the Dragonfly. Those scenes speak louder than words ever could. They showcase each figure in its full action-packed glory. And these images do more than just display a figure. The storytelling, the dynamic poses, and the cinematic lighting all work together to bring these figures to life in a way that product shots can't. This creates an emotional connection, sparking excitement and making collectors feel like they need that figure in their hands as soon as possible. This drives sales, and even more specific, the overall success of the line. For collectors, these images aren't just eye candy, they're the ultimate hype machine, often more impressive than the figures themselves. As for why Road Pig's diorama images have not surfaced yet, summertime through early fall is a wild ride for Hasbro's G.I. Joe team. Here at Viper Island, we've recently heard this directly from 2 members of the Joe team at Hasbro. Right now, they're not just working their regular gigs. They're also hitting the road for conventions, jumping on fan streams, preparing for conventions, continuing to build a brand that has a lot of momentum, and much more. All of which is very time-consuming. This hustle means they're constantly traveling across the US and even overseas, squeezing their usual work into an already packed schedule which now also includes travel. So if diorama images or digital renders are ever running a bit late, it's no mystery why. The Joe team has got a ton on their plate right now, and the clock's ticking fast. The good news for collectors? Hasbro's photography is always worth the wait. When we eventually see Road Pig displayed the way that Hasbro intends, through the lens of their trusted photographer, we suspect that a lot of collectors may change their minds on Road Pig. Before we move on, drop your thoughts and comments below. We definitely want to hear from you. And now it's your turn. Today's Viper Island question of the day is, Would you want a Night Force Snake Eyes? We all know that Snake Eyes is G.I. Joe's version of Spider-Man. There will always be new editions of Snake Eyes every year, and that means we'll likely see new versions that have not existed before. The Night Force theme has been a hit for G.I. Joe Classified, and we want to know if you'd be interested in a Night Force Snake Eyes. This has never existed before, but it might be interesting. Whatever your take is, sound off in the comments below. And there you have it. You've made it to the end of this episode, and we really appreciate that. Thumbs up down below. And we would love it even more if you take just 1 second of your time. Make sure that down below you are subscribed to the channel. We ask that you do, because that guarantees that we definitely get to see you back here again next time. Thanks for tuning into Viper Island, your one-stop shop for all things G.I. Joe. When there's relevant news, we'll be here to discuss all of it, together with you. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, have a great day, and Yo Joe!